The Ebola broke out on 19th September. So we're about 45 days ever since we started responding to the disease. It was declared on 20th. But the epicenter is in Mubende, and the new focal infection rates are happening in Kasanda. However, we've had seeding of infections to Kegegwa, Bunyangabo, Kampala, now Wakiso, and as of yesterday, seeding from Kampala to Masaka. We have about 1,800 people we've been following up as contacts. We've had about 45 recoveries. We've had about 43 deaths. We have about close to 45 people in treatment centers. We have three major treatment centers. We have a big one in Mubende Regional Referral Hospital. We have another temporary treatment center in Mubende, where Ministry of Work used to be. We have another treatment center built and isolation in Madudu, where the disease started, Madudu in Mubende. We have a big treatment center in Entebbe Regional Referral Hospital. We have a 120 bed isolation center in Mulago, where the pharmacies used to be as you enter Mulago Regional Referral Hospital. We are also setting up a big 64 bed treatment center in Makere near the paramedical and dental school. There's a pitch. MSF is setting up a treatment center there. So wherever there will be an epicenter, we also have now a treatment center which we are going to build in Kasanda, Chiganda village near the current epidemic center where the youths are being infected who are being playing Ludo, socializing during the current restricted movements. So those will be the treatment centers. The Church of Uganda there has given us a pitch to set up treatment centers. But it's very expensive to treat one person. Ebola patients are treated for a long time. The health workers have to dress up in protective gear, which is hot, and they can only maximally put on that gear for 2 hours. So we need to relieve them as the epidemic grows and ages. We need to get more health workers ready and trained. But the key thing is to prevent.
Symptoms and precautions.
The key symptoms for Ebola is headache, persistent acute onset of headache, fever, acute vomiting and diarrhea, weakness, joint pains, and as the person becomes and deteriorates, they can start bleeding. For pregnant women, some of the first signs is that they start having abortions and they bleed, and you may think it is the abortion coming out. Yes, they lose their fetus, but also that bleeding during delivery, and pregnant women can be confused if they don't mount a good fever or they don't declare their movements and contacts. The ill which happened in West Africa and Congo has proved vaccines which are licensed to use. Ebola Sudan, which is currently the outbreak in Uganda, does not have a WHO as approved vaccine. All the vaccines we are hoping for are in trial, still study material, and they will be used for study purposes during this outbreak in Uganda. We expect to use about 3 types plus some therapeutics.
Okay.